Today I am going to discuss about another theory of international relation, that is feminist theory of international relation, and this is again for third semester major students. So those who are the feminist thinkers or those who put stress on feminism, they always try to find out the difference between men and women, the gender-based society, and how that gender-based society ultimately created inequality among men and women, and how the subordination of women are going on. So that type of things or that type of thinking are actually there in this feminist theory of international relation also. To show how the women are not getting proper place in international relation or international politics despite of their qualities and despite of their, what I can say, that important and significant role in international field. So those who are the feminist, those who are the those who are the supporter of feminist theory, they try to focus on the neglected role of women in international affairs. That means even in the national affairs, women's role are very much neglected. They are not getting their due share in the administration or politics of the nation. So we cannot even hope that they will get their due share in international affairs, and the thing is going on in that way. That means they are very much neglected, or a very negligible portion of women are actually playing a part in international relation. So feminist theory in international relation actually developed after the 1980s. General theory of feminism is there, but related with international relation, it has developed more or less before the advent of globalization. And there are various forms of feminist socialist, there are various forms of feminist theory, like liberal feminist theory is there, Marxist feminist theory, radical feminist theory, postmodern feminist theory. Number of feminist theory are there, and they according to their own way put stress or they according to their own way put light on how the feminists or the women are neglected in international field. As for example, those who are the postmodern feminists, they have focused on gender. They said that, or how division between masculine and feminine constitute a hierarchy of power by which former dominate the latter. That means there is a hierarchy in the society on the basis of gender, and always the masculine or the man always dominate that hierarchy of the society, and women have less voice in international relation. Then we can take the example of major issue of power. That means major issue of international relation or international politics which are related with power, such as war, peace, security, power, cooperation, diplomacy, foreign policy, propaganda, and military, reflected a masculine way of thinking. That means all these things which are related with international relation, these are always reflected the will of man, ideology of man, values of man. How they are thinking, they try to implement that or try to solve the problem in that way. And that whatever the values related with women, these are not at all taken into consideration while solving this problem, or while any discussion take place regarding these issues. So most of the issues in international field, these are actually treated from masculine point of view or man point of view, how they think about these things. But all these things, all these components, these are also related with women life, or they are very much related with women life, and women are also facing the same problem, but they are what I can say that no discussion take place with women, or women are not in a position to give their suggestion to solve this type of problem. Okay, then the realist concern, they said that those who are feminist thinkers, they said that the realist, that means the realist theory, the supporter of realist theory, they are very much concerned for security. Why security are necessary? Tries to seek, protect from outside threat. They said that country needs security because they should be protected from outside threat, and so that in the domestic affair they can maintain the same thing, that means subordination of women. That process will continue. They are hankering for security, they are asking for security, and they need security for the protection of the country. So they need security from a powerful nation. But what is happening in their own society? In their own society, again, men who are powerful, they are actually subordinating the women. So this type of things are going on. Then those who are female international thinkers, they argued that although wars have been largely caught and fought by men, women faced the majority of civil casualties. That means in the war, generally, men are participated directly in the war. Women in very less number are participating directly in the war. Okay, they are not directly participating in the war, but indirectly they are helping the menfolk. There are number of activities like doctor, like nurse, like providing domestic materials. Then even as a sexual workers, they are actually helping, or they are indirectly helping the menfolk in various war or in any military struggle like that. And moreover, though the women are not directly participating in the war, but indirectly they are facing the more difficulties. If a person die in a particular war, then whole burden will fall mainly on his wife or mother, like that. So they will have to take the responsibility of whole family, and they will have to take the burden for whole life. So no one is thinking about their miseries, about their difficulties, etc. All of them are praising men because they are directly participating in the war, but what women are doing, these are neglected totally. Moreover, if we see that in international relation also, the values of men are generally related with their rationality, activity, strength. These type of values got much more importance than feminist traits or feminist values like emotionality, passivity, or you can say that weakness, etc. So generally the traits of men which are much more aggressive, these are taken into account while deciding any issues of international relations. But sometimes emotionality and passivity is also necessary in international field, but these are not taken into consideration. And then we can say that formation of the state or formation of international society, all these have helped the construction of gender differences. How gender differences? Such as private and public. That means they are said that the domain of women are private and the domain of men are public. So whatever the women are doing in their private life generally are not counted, but what the men are doing in their public life are counted even in terms of money. Then domestic and international, women are still now they are not getting their due place in domestic field also, but in spite of that, in domestic areas, though women are getting some position, but in international system or international relations, the position of women are very meager. Very less number of women are participated in international field. You take the example of if you go for a research, you will find that very few women become the foreign minister or external affairs minister like that, or even prime minister or even the president of the country and directly participated in the international affairs. Each and every country, it may be a developed country or it may be an underdeveloped country, everywhere the same thing is going on. And what happened? Globalization, the feminist thinkers said that globalization has not been able to change the plight of women. That means the a feminist theory of international relation actually has developed on the eve of globalization, and they found that during the time of globalization also women are facing the same problem, because of globalization and free trade and liberalization, new types of works are now coming or developed or emerged. So earlier those type of works or those type of activities were performed by men, but nowadays because of increase of those type of activities and because of coming of various multinational companies, number of women are working in the call center, but they are not getting their due share. Okay, and sometimes they are facing some difficulties in their life also because of the timings of their work, and to maintain relation with their, what I can say, that with their superior, etc. And moreover, because of this globalization and liberalization, especially in some of the underdeveloped country, a new trade has flourished, and that is actually related to prostitute. So number of girls are nowadays engaged in these prostitute activities, and the trafficking of women is also increasing day by day during the period of globalization. So globalization is unable to do anything positive for women. On the other hand, they are facing many problems. Families are because men are not interested to listen to realize that women are nowadays changing their nature of activities of women. Women have changed. They are not interested to make a compromise with that situation, and that is why divorce and all these things are increasing day by day. So globalization has also unable to do anything. So only hope is that gender sensitized analysis of international politics may bring the issue of gender inequalities into focus. If gender sensitizing analysis took place in international affairs, then only we can able to find out what happened in international field. Actually, many countries nowadays they are trying their best to bring women in focus in national politics. As for example, in our country also, reservation policy is there, and reservation is there for women candidates also, but we are also unable to pass the bill regarding 33% reservation of women in the parliament. So in national politics we are not getting the chance. So how it is possible that we will get the chance in international politics? So only solution is that emancipation of women is necessary. Emancipation of women, especially in economic field. If they are self-reliant in economic field, they may come forward and they may play their role in international relation and may change the scenario of international relation through their feminine traits, feminine qualities like emotion, etc. Emotion, peace-loving character, cooperation, all these things are feminine traits. So using those traits, they may change the scenario of international politics. So it is our hope, day may come. We are waiting for that.